definitely a more complex appointment than I was expecting. I actually said to Jeremy at one point, like, oh my gosh, why does it always have to be an additional complication with us? Like, why can't we just have it be like the norm or the simple way? Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, then welcome, and if you are a returning subscriber, then thank you for all of your continuous support. Today's a big day, guys! I'm going for my first ultrasound. I am 6 weeks and 2 days right now, so that is so freaking exciting. I just ate something. I am trying to drink a bunch of water right now so I can have a nice full bladder, because I read that that helps with imaging for ultrasounds. So yeah, I am so excited. I'm gonna try to take you guys in with me. However, because it is a military facility, they might not allow for me to do any filming or anything like that in there, and I do have to be respectful of that because it's the freaking military. I'm not trying to get in trouble or get my husband in trouble for that matter. So hopefully I can get some shots. If I can't video, then at least maybe I can like sneak a few pictures or something like that. But in any event, I'll update you guys on everything if you can't go in there with me, and I am gonna go because I don't want to be late. So I'll see you guys in a bit. You ready to see baby?
Yes, ready to see baby.
I'm ready to see baby.
I'm ready to see baby.
You ready to see baby?
I'm ready to see baby.
Are you excited?
Yes.
I'm excited. It's bright out here. I'm like blinded right now.
You can see over there on the screen. So, let's raise this here. So here's the uterus, and you have a sac in the uterus. So freeze that. And we have a cyst on that other ovary. So I'm gonna have also Dr. Soccer to take a look. You have a sac in the right place.
Okay.
But let me have you take a look and see what he thinks, and we'll do a transvaginal. We'll look transvaginal.
Okay.
Closer.
All right.
Okay. This is Dr. Soccer.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh.
Looks like ovary there, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
That's the iliacs are lighting up. So yeah, I would say an ovarian process. Initially, I thought, I wonder if that's a heterotopus.
That's what
or
I thought.
something.
Yeah. Looks like
But it's
almost a
not.
ring.
Yeah, it's not lighting up or anything, huh?
But never distinct sac there.
Yeah, that's interesting. 600 a couple days ago, you said, huh? Yeah, that's interesting. Well, it's never good to be interesting in a doctor's office.
No.
Right? But we'll work this out. We've got a smart doctor.
So the doctor thinks that I might have a cyst on one of my ovaries, or that I might have a gestational sac.
Careful, you're getting your sweater against the.
I did. Ew.
You got.
I got goop on myself. Or thinking that there's a gestational sac in one of my ovaries. So he said it could be like a heteroectopic pregnancy. So I have one sac in my uterus and either a cyst or another sac on my ovary. So we're gonna try to get into radiology so they can do a more clear scan and get a better picture of what's going on. But yeah, that's pretty much where we're at right now. And I know I have to get some more lab work done today too, but we're just gonna do what we normally do and stay positive about things, and hopefully they will seem less complicated within the next couple hours.
Yep.
Find some warm gel because this one's cold. you have any pain on your left side?
No.
Any history of ovarian cysts?
No.
You still have all your parts?
Yes.
No surgeries, right?
No.
Similar size cyst. I'm struggling with trying to figure out exactly what side. Any bleeding now?
No. Hey guys, so we are back from our appointment. That appointment took 2 hours in its entirety and was a lot more complex than I was expecting. When my doctor started the ultrasound, he quickly noticed that there was not only a sac in my uterus where it was supposed to be, but he also noticed that there was what appeared to be a additional gestational sac near one of my ovaries. So he was like, maybe that's not the case. And then the other doctor comes in and he took a look at everything. They both decided that it would be better for me to just be seen over in the radiology department. What my OB had told me at that point was that what he thought was in the realm of possibility was what's called a heterotopic pregnancy, which basically means that one gestational sac is seen in the uterus and the other one is seen as an ectopic pregnancy would be either, in the fallopian tube or in other parts of the reproductive system. So he wanted to make sure that that wasn't the case and just wanted to rule it out. He said it was very uncommon and that he had only in his 20 years seen 3 cases of it. That kind of threw me for a little bit of a loop and definitely kind of sent some flags up in my mind, but I was like, I'm not going to stress over it until we get this kind of figured out. And then I hopped over to the radiology department where they did both another regular ultrasound and then an intervaginal ultrasound at a minimum a half an hour to 40 minutes of imaging. He actually said that he couldn't see where my left ovary was because what he suspected to be a cyst was kind of blocking it on the imaging, and he couldn't tell if it was on the right or on the left. After he was done with all his imaging, we went back over to the OB's office, and basically, long story short, the OB told me that I have what's called a corpus luteum cyst on my left ovary and that it was fairly large. It's measuring right now at 7 millimeters. So that was kind of twofold. It was a relief on one hand that I didn't have to worry about any ectopic pregnancy, but it was also kind of like, what the heck is this? Because I've never had to deal with any form of cysts or anything like that. So now I need to figure out kind of how they're going to go about handling this in conjunction with pregnancy. I didn't even think about asking any further questions because frankly, at the time, I was just too overwhelmed. It was a lot to take in. It definitely was not what I was expecting when I went into that appointment this afternoon. So as far as the next steps go, I have an appointment in exactly 1 week to do a repeat ultrasound with the radiologist and then have a follow-up appointment the same day, just later on in the day, with my OB. Today I also repeated my lab work since I had only gotten that one set of HCG quant drawn, and then I repeated that today along with checking my progesterone and a few other things. I'm not sure. I know it was like 4 tubes. So I will have all that information going into next week. So yeah, definitely a more complex appointment than I was expecting. I actually said to Jeremy at one point, like, oh my gosh, why does it always have to be an additional complication with us? Like, why can't we just have it be like the norm or the simple way? But then I thought about it and I was like, you know what? Maybe it's because, and this is not bragging on like me or him or anything like that, but maybe it's just because we both as a couple and individually, have the mental fortitude to be able to handle these situations and cope with them without them being a detriment to our just mental space. So just being in the type of mental space that me and Jeremy like to stay in, which is like pretty much all things positive, it definitely helps a lot to just be a little bit more at peace even when we don't get the most positive news. With that being said, we would appreciate all of you guys' prayers. We're going to stay in the mental space that we are definitely still pregnant, that this pregnancy is going to continue to go well. Hopefully this will be the only hiccup we kind of have in it. And I just hope that for the rest of the duration of this pregnancy, that things just go smoothly and just in the right direction. So if you're a prayer, we would appreciate your prayers. If you're not, then we always accept positive vibes as well. And that is all we really have for you guys today. So if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you are not already subscribed, go ahead now to follow our pregnancy journey, hopefully to see the rainbow and sunshine at the other end of this situation. I hope you guys all have a wonderful week, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.